Crusader Kings 2. If you missed the first video, make sure to check it out down below. So tonight we're going to do two things. One, we're going to revoke a title. Two, we're going to take over a county. The first title that we're going to revoke is going to be my vassal here to the north, Madhi. Now you click on him just to kind of get a scouting report. He's got 417 armies. He's maxed out at that. You look at yours. You have 901. Now keep in mind the 130 that you see there. It's a possibility that those are his. So you've got 901 versus his 400. So let's go up here. Revoke title. Now, sometimes they'll just let you revoke the title. If they just recently had a revolt against you and you put it down, a lot of times you can actually get by revoking the title without losing an opinion from your other vassals. But in this case, I'm going to lose 15 points for my other vassals, and the guy that I'm revoking is going to hate me, or I'm going to lose 60 like points with him. He's going to start a rebellion. I have him on the power, and he's really reluctant on doing this, but that's okay. We'll send it. We're going to start the game. There you go. He's mad. Basically, that's all that says, is he's mad. I could probably go ahead and pull my vassals up on this as well and send them in. Really shouldn't take that long. So I captured somebody. Now he's going down to my city. I'm going to go ahead and follow him down. With him having low morale, the chances of me being able to capture him is actually really good. I captured somebody else. He's up there waiting. I could go back and forth between them if I want, which is okay. But we're actually going to sit here at this holding. We also have a fabricated claim that we can use on a county right here. So we'll take our counselor and move him down. As you can tell, he's not able to do anything. He's just sitting there. Now, if I wanted to, I can attempt an assault. I got about half the amount of armies that he does, but keep in mind that if you were to assault a holding like this, especially with the amount of armies, you're probably going to lose a lot of them, which renders the next few things completely worthless. Now, the reason I moved my counselor down here is that there's a potential I could get both of these on a claim. And if that's the case, I would launch my attack on him all the way across at that point and take both claims. Our trading round is complete, which means that our armies have moved up a little bit. We were at 907, now we would be at 1083. Vassals are still liking us even after we revoke them, which is good. This is about complete here. It's 100%. So we're going to go ahead and end it. We're going to offer peace. We're going to enforce demands. And he's in prison, where he will probably spend the rest of his time. Military-wise, we're going to go ahead and put everything down. Since we're not in foreign lands, we're not going to lose half of our armies, our vassals, or I'm sorry, our levies here. Now we can look at this guy. This guy has 814 armies. Oh. Starting to get some fruition from Rome. They're starting to like me. He has 814. The max that he will have is 814. Military-wise, I have 844 just out of my demesnes. And 129 with my vassals. Now, if I wanted to, I could try to increase the opinion. I can release him from prison. I can do certain things that would increase his opinion. However, in doing so, I could potentially have him create a faction. This here, a group of craftsmen has come to your court. Basically, they want to set up a workshop and begin producing goods. This is a hit or miss. Sometimes you can take it, sometimes you shouldn't. However, there is no penalty if you don't take it, but if you do get it, you do get 50 gold if it's a good investment. So we'll go ahead and do it, even though it knocks us down to 25, but that's okay. We have a child here without a guardian. Looks like it's my grandson. We're going to go ahead and do two things. One, we're going to arrange a guardian with my steward. Remember, my steward is at 26, so that would be good. Plus, it gives you an opinion increase here. Anytime that you appoint a guardian, it increases the opinion, usually by 10. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything other than 10. And since he's not betrothed, we'll go ahead and do that as well. Oh, before we do that, looks like that he's complaining about his dark cell. We're going to go ahead and let him rot. It's going to knock his opinion all the way to 100 for the next 12 months. I'm okay with that. All right, my grandson here. He's 6 years old, so ideally we want to try to get somebody that's around his age. Here's somebody in Navaria, Niteria, Genoa, Venice, Lindensfarne. They're all accountants. She's of Burmag. I'm sorry, Burmag. How about Bamberg? Really, the only person that has learned anything is this one right here. So we'll go ahead and select her. I do gain 57. He would gain 57 prestige. And another 100 for marrying into the House of Arpad. That's fine. We will go ahead and say yes. Oh, thank you. Just what I expected. All right, military-wise. All right, we're up to 879. He's still not happy with me. He's not going to be happy. I can buy indulgence for my sin. I'm going to let that one ride still. Technology hasn't done anything. Really, right now, it's just trying to build this up to over 900. Here's an option where I could sell a plot of land. Rule of thumb is, if somebody comes and offers you gold for some of your land, don't give up any land. Basically, never give up land. This is medieval times. So, never, ever give up land. There's not enough gold in my pocket to buy my land. So, always say no to that. Vassal opinions increasing. We could possibly... This one's interesting because I think right here, yes. It wouldn't take much to get his armies because he's somewhat loyal to the Pope that's currently there. But if I was to give him a little money, maybe even an honorary title if I have a good one. 5, 5, 5, and 5. Those aren't good. So let's go ahead and send him a gift. $18 or 18 pieces of gold to increase it by 24. I'll take that. Now he's loyal to me, which is interesting because now I have his armies. So I got 70 additional armies from doing that. Plus he's still down there doing God's work. So between these two, I'm over 1,000. 1,009 to be exact. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war on him. You can offer vassalization, but since I'm such a small army or such a small kingdom, these guys are going to say no, mainly because of power. So once I get the Kingdom of Ireland here, I can start offering some of these guys vassalization. 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. So when you are getting this option, go ahead and select it because there might be an off chance that they will take it. But since, again, I'm such a small kingdom, it's not worth it. So let's go ahead and declare war on him. We have a claim. He does not have any allies, which is important. If we had allies, at this point, it would tell us who our allies were. We'll go ahead and send him. Hit F6. It's going to shortcut to your armies. Go ahead and raise him because he's on his way. Merge. And he's going up there already. I think out of the gate, I'm going to go here. I'm also going to start looking at some other commanders. So we got a guy that's 13 that's not commanding our forces. We'll put him in. And I would like to be in on this as well. So I'm going to select myself. Now we sit there and wait. If you hover over the green bars or the bars that says attacker or defenders, it'll show you how much morale they have. So currently, every 12 days, their base is going to lose 6%. For me, I gain 1.4% of morale every week. I can have a total morale of 44.52. This is a vassal warning. This is telling me that my vassals are upset that I have the levies raised. But that's okay. We kind of need them right for this particular moment. Armies are going to continue to accrue. We have an option here where he has some interesting ideas to improve the economy. We'll go ahead and do that because it does give us a couple of things. Economy, technology, and 2, it gives us innovation. So there's a chance that we could actually increase our economy greater than what's already there. And for an investment of 4 pieces of gold, 4.5 pieces of gold, it's definitely worth it. You can't raise these. These will eventually stream over to you. You'll see this number increase. Vassals are starting to get upset. Well, not anymore. It went up. If for any reason you have to actually dismiss and then re-raise them, keep an eye on this number here, because if this number is greater than this number, it's not worth it. This one here doesn't matter. I could decrease these. I could decrease it right now. I wouldn't do it now because I'm in foreign lands. I would lose half of my troops. And it even tells you 458 would be available. So I wouldn't do it in my own homeland, or I wouldn't do it in an enemy territory. But if I was at home, I could decrease it and increase it, and my number would grow by 32. Here, it's telling me that something is wrong. Looks like I want to die. I'm getting an ill trait. Let's just hope I don't die. That bell that you hear means that something bad has happened, so I'm ill. We're also working on this. So, again, I have the option to do an assault. I'm choosing not to do it because even though I have 1100 and it's almost 2 for 1, it's not worth it because they are still strong enough where they could actually knock this number way down. Here, it looks like that our spy master down in Grenada has gotten us progressed a little bit. So I get 3 options that looks like could happen. We could have a 33% chance on military, economic, or cultural technology. We'll go ahead and click OK. Come up here to technology, and you'll see where it increased at. Looks like it's going to be under economy. So once we get enough, so in this case, for me to invest in castle structure, I'm going to have 300 points. As you can tell, I'm not even gaining a full point. Here is just barely over half. But with your learning and martial, that increases. So this is based off of you. I'm no longer sick. Okay. Learning and martial. So here and here. I have increased 1 on my martial, but this is probably due to me commanding something. If I wasn't craven, I would be up to 9. But that's okay. Looks like we're about done here. He's going to get that kingdom first, it looks like. You can check to see where you're at. So they're losing 5.8% every 12 days. The morale's at 4.4%. He's going to strike first, but he doesn't have the armies to do anything. But I also took at the same time. And it looks like my son has a daughter. Alright, we're going to go over here. We're going to meet him at the battlefield. One of two things will happen at this point. Either I'm going to die or I'm going to win. We've already put them on pursuit. That means that they're already surrendering here. This is their biggest part of the army. So they have 3 units. We have 3 units attacking their 1. Our middle unit also surrendered. So they're not going to do any more damage. We won that. We lost 269 versus his 165. So it's obvious that he did more damage. We're going to go ahead, go up here. We're going to get this back. The smart move would probably to be go over here first. Actually, we'll do that. I'm going to reroute these guys. Nope. This will work. Yep, let's go. Because I don't want him to take this back. There's only 86 people in there. I don't want him to take that back. Morale for both units were low to begin with, but his morale was a little bit lower than mine, which worked out. I'm going to go ahead and go up here and attack him one more time. Keeping an eye on this. 122. I could keep going back and forth again, attacking him until he gets below 122, but that's really not going to benefit anybody. But if you needed to, you could. Looks like we captured one of their people. That's good. He's coming back down here. Like, surprise, surprise. Already got him in. Their morale was already low. Right now it's just a matter of time of just finishing it up. 60%. They lost 41 more. We're going to sit tight on this. He doesn't have enough armies to do anything. This is working a little bit better because we are losing 10% each day, or they are losing 10% each day. Or every 12 days, I should say, not every day. He's still down here working. And also keep in mind that we can take this one as well. But he has 1,000 armies and it's growing. And he can have one more. Here we have a weak claim we can go look at to see where it's at. This looks to be in Bologna, Namur, and Providence. You'll have alerts that pop up over here. In this case, the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire set up an anti-pope, which means that he reports, the Kaiser will report to this pope. This is a pope that's in his favor. You could go and try to take that, stop the anti-pope if you'd like. The Vatican would love you to do that. My armies would not, because he's at 17,000 versus my 968. Not worth it. Vassal opinion is dropping a little bit. There's 100%, so we have his kingdom. We'll go ahead and take this. We're going to offer peace. We're going to enforce demands. That means that we have won that county. And we get another technology boost. We'll go check a look at that. Again, it's under economy. And we can't do anything there. Oh, he's complaining. Now, sometimes the Pope will get involved, especially if it's a bishop that he likes, and they'll ask you to release him. But in this case, we're going to let him rot. I appreciate you coming by and looking at the video today. Right when I say that, remember when we gave the 50 pieces of gold? Bad investment. So we lost 50 pieces of gold. Anyway, I appreciate you coming out and looking at the video today. Make sure that you do hit the follow button so you can continue to get updates on the walkthroughs for Crusader Kings 2. And also be sure you check us out live on twitch.tv/VonSwain, where we actually do play this live. I have a kingdom that I am playing. I am about 100 years from where we're at right now in the game, and it's very interesting. I appreciate you all coming out, and we'll see you on the next how-to video.